Federal lawmakers have their way. Parents could soon be labeled criminals for simply spanking their children. The proposed legislation has passed the first step on its way to becoming law. And as Jill Croteau reports, mums and dads who raise a hand against their kids could face assault charges. Tonight, she's got both sides of the debate.
He who spares the rod hates his son, but he who loves him is careful to discipline him.
Sure, the Bible says it's okay, but the laws of man are a little more liberal. Spanking is a controversial issue that has a lot of parents divided.
There's always an alternate way of dealing with it. A lot of times acting out is just a way of them saying, I need your attention.
I also do notice that if I go to threaten my son and I put my hand up, he does the flinch. So I think that's kind of a bad thing. But if I do threaten to spank, he does stop doing what he's doing.
When you look at the long run, it doesn't always get you the kind of relationship you want where your kids aren't scared of you, and you need to build that relationship so they can come to you for help.
But those that did grow up with strict rules say the discipline actually kept them in line and out of trouble.
You know, like the look, like he gives you the look and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get it. So like I was already petrified to do anything bad because of him. But then I know my mom was like a lot softer, but like she would spank.
My dad would like flick me on my upper lip, and that was about the only thing that I ever got done. But it worked. Like I had no problem that he did it at the time, but I stopped doing stuff that I knew would piss him off because it does hurt.
This debate has been discussed before. Nearly 4 years ago, the Supreme Court ruled to uphold the right of parents to use reasonable force with their children. But now the politicians are at it again, feeling the ruling sent the message that it is okay to spank, and now plan for it to go further.
It feels like the line is drawn pretty well. If it's if it becomes high conflict, if it becomes abusive to the child, then the criminal law will take care of that. But to say that absolutely no touching whatsoever, that could create other problems on the other side.
But some child experts say there are potentially long-term psychological impacts.
If someone tried to get you to their point of view by whacking you, I mean, how well would you react? And there's a tendency to become resistant and defiant.
Can you draw a heart?
There is a line between abuse and parental control, and many wonder if the court system should be interfering and intruding on the parental right to discipline. Jill Croteau, Global News.
Yeah.